and welcome aboard, everyone. My name is HarleyTrek, and these are my voyages. I know it's been a while, I know. But I got to tell you about my little trip. For those of you in the know, Daytona Bike Week 75th annual was early March. This is March 25th. And for the first time, I went without the use of a trailer. Staying forth. Yes, indeedy, I rode my bike from just south of Chattanooga, Tennessee to Ocala, Florida, where my lodgings were with family. Back and forth between Ocala and Daytona Beach, and then back home over Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days. It was my longest trip to date on the bike. Logging almost 1,400 miles. And I must say I enjoyed it. Most of it. It had its issues, and it can be summed up in one word: Atlanta. Both going and coming back. Atlanta cost me time, caused me grief. I think somebody needs to build a bypass for that joint and just let folks skip it altogether. Each way the trip took me about 9 hours. Would have been 8 if I hadn't lost an hour in Atlanta both ways. But it was a hoot. It really was. I didn't go down for the whole bike week. I went down on a Wednesday and came back on a Sunday. Going down, the weather was pretty good. It was cold starting, windy until I got to Valdosta, Georgia, and from Valdosta on, the weather was perfect. Sunny, clear skies, beautiful ride. Coming back, about 150 miles in, back up to Valdosta actually, I hit rain and rode in that for about 30 miles or so before I rode out of it, and then it was clear sailing after that. But about Bike Week, you've been to one, you've pretty much been to them all, but that doesn't really matter. The last day my brother and I were there, it was the Saturday, the last day, and we got there maybe 10:30-ish in the morning, grabbed some lunch, did a lot of walking around, snapping some pictures, what have you. And about by 3 o'clock, there were so many people there. I mean, you had to shuffle down the sidewalk. And I'm not agoraphobic, but don't you do it. But when you get that many people crammed into a teeny tiny, well, relatively teeny tiny space. And it impedes my ability to move. It kind of gets to me. So we stood about all we could stand, and about 3:30 or so we decided to get the heck out of Dodge. And on our way out back to Ocala, I mean, people were still stacking up to get in that place. You know, I've said before, I've always been there during the daytime. I've never partaken of the quote-unquote nightlife. One, because I don't drink and ride. And two, I would rather not be involved with a bunch of folks that have been drinking and riding and begin to ride. So, you know, I just take myself out of that situation. I used the Cena for the first time as an intercom with my brother. He's got an SMH-10 on his helmet. And I'll insert a little clip. I shot a little bit of video. We were going over, this was the Saturday, the last day. And it's really not exciting, but it shows, you know, how traffic was starting to get. And, you know, it took us almost forever to get from one end down to the other. But the intercom worked very well. The clicking sounds you hear were coming over the intercom, and I don't know if it's my brother's helmet or I was picking up sounds from his bike or what. But at one point coming over, I mean, we got a little separated, and we were around the bend from one another, and I still received him loud and clear, and he could hear me. The intercom picking up in the video was brilliant. One stop shopping, and I look forward to using it again. I'm still not as happy with the video quality of this camera versus the Sony Action Cam. The image stabilization is a great thing, and I just got to try to keep my head movements down so I don't have folks hurling their lunch while watching my videos.
That truck looks so stupid.
That's somebody's pride and joy now, because the tailgate's been ate up.
That's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. This isn't where I turn it. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yep.
Doi. That was so totally the wrong gear. That turn always sneaks up on me for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, if you keep going straight, you'll end up in the water.
Well, that's a point. If I get wet, I've gone too far.
Yep.
Ugh. but it was a great time, and so far I'm making good on my one resolution for 2016 is to take more trips. I'm looking forward to that. I still want to ride up to Maggie Valley and check out the Wheels Through Time. Yeah, I know. You're pointing and blinking. Does pointing and blinking cancel each other out? I still think that Wheels Through Time museum would be well worth the trip. I'm a big fan of Dale Waxler. He's done a couple of television series, What's in the Barn, and he's currently on the History Channel show American Restoration. And I always enjoy watching him. If you ever wondered what a man with a passion for what he does looks like, well, he's pretty much the poster child for that. I think that's all I've got for right now, boys and girls. I do have a couple of lady subscribers now. Will wonders never cease? I'm going to turn you loose. Ride 'em if you got 'em. And as always, live long and prosper.